Some of the greatest hits of Italy come from Bologna. Everywhere you go in this city, it's all about food. Products like Parmigiano Reggiano, Prosciutto di Parma, and balsamic vinegar all come from this region. One dish I'm obsessed with and is rarely made well in the States is tortellini and brodo. My favorite easily came from Trattoria da Me. The broth here was the most flavorful and every little tortellini was perfectly made by hand. I also had a lighter chicken broth version at Vicolo Colombino. Every restaurant makes it a little different from the amount of spices they put and the different proteins in the filling and broth. I hate to sound cliche, but asking locals where to eat really is important. The lasagna at Danilo was hands down the best I ever had. I noticed that Italians don't heavily brown proteins like we do in the US. The bolognese sauce in the lasagna was so intensely meaty, and like in any dish, the ratio of each component was perfect. Every block you go down was filled with food vendors and you could see how it's made. Taking a tour of the Parmigiano Reggiano factory to me is fun. You get to see the whole process from start to finish. I learned a tip on vendors in the US buying cheese that didn't pass quality checks for Italian distributors. If you see long black lines on the rind, it's a medium quality cheese. Tasted a bunch of cheese and had to get a lot of Parmesan merch. The first hour of the tour was cheese, then we took a 5-minute drive to do it all over again with Prosciutto di Parma. For $120, this was money well spent. Lots of eating and they got you drunk off cheap house wine. We didn't have one bad meal in Bologna, and for any food lover, this area is definitely worth visiting.